First, we're going to talk about what the presentation is, right? And if you can take a look, it says the presentation, the purpose of the presentation is to provide a method in which we provide guests and prospects with information about our business opportunity. It's also a vehicle to provide facts and examples of our success. It's a demonstration of our culture and professionalism, and it's a 60-minute meeting, 60 minutes, okay? Here's what the presentation is not, and I just want to make sure that I don't have anybody else in that waiting room. Can someone that just got on the presentation just put in chat box that you got in without having to be in? Okay, I see the numbers increasing, so people must be able to get in on their own. Okay, so here's what the presentation is not. The presentation is not a comedy show. It's not a church service. It's not hanging in the hood moments. It's not a motivational speaking platform. That means, a lot of times we tend to want to get the audience aroused. We have a funny joke we want to tell, or we want to be motivational. Nope, this is informational. And I want you to know that this direction is not coming from me as much as it's coming from Mr. Bradley as well. This is something that he's very, very adamant about. He wants us to be consistent. He wants it to be the home of the 60-minute informational meeting about our opportunity. So it's also not a time to demean corporate America or traditional working people. A lot of times we're talking about how corporate America is the big bad wolf. Well, as Mr. Bradley says, corporate America is feeding people, right? And 99% of the people in our business do this business on a part-time basis. So we want to make sure that we let them know that this is a way for them to supplement their income, to be able to travel better. And if they want to evolve into it being a full-time opportunity, they can. But we've got to make them comfortable with actually being open to the information by respecting what they already do. And most importantly, the presentation is not about you. It's not about me. It's not about the presenter. It's about the information. So we don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about us before we get to the information. We've been to presentations where the first 7 minutes of the presentation is the person talking about themselves, and that's not what we want to do. It's about the information. Presenter attire should be corporate, professional, business attire. Slang should not be part of the vocabulary of our presentation. We are trying to appeal to people across the board. We want to make sure that people hear the presentation, not our ethnicity, not our level of comfort with deviating from the English language. And I hope I'm not stepping on toes, but again, all of this is about making us better, making us more desirable, making us more appealing to the world, not just a segment of the world. We want to be diverse. We want to have a diverse population. So it starts with us. It starts with us making sure people don't see that we look alike, but that we think alike, that we are all in business together, right? So just what it is and what it is not. Okay, let's move on. Now let's say you're the travel presenter. After you are introduced as a speaker, you should deliver a 90-second testimonial that is about who, why, and what. So your information when you get started is about who you are, why you got started, and what are your results, right? So again, it's brief. I'm Eileen Ross. I got into this business because I love to travel. Someone introduced it to me. And at first I didn't want to do it because it was network marketing. But as I heard the value of me saving on my own travel, it made sense. I got started. And I traveled the world, and I got started, and then I started booking travel for people because they were traveling anyway, and I understood there was a commission involved. But lo and behold, when life happened to me, this business happened to be at the right place at the right time in my life. So I started to take the business seriously, realizing network marketing is not the big bet. It's not the worst thing. It's not the devil. And I started to take it seriously and actively share with people. And now I've reached a level of success that has allowed me to do this full time. 90 seconds. And those three components: who are you, why did you do it, and what are your results, or what are your future results? You may be a 1-star director that has a goal of 9-star. Talk about that. Now, the travel portion of the presentation should take no more than 20 minutes. So it needs to be factual, it needs to be thorough, and you need to be really aware of the time. And we need to have timekeepers in every market. The slides, now the way I've divided up the slides, you'll see on the notes, I've divided into flavor slides and fact slides. Now, the flavor slide means you can just kind of add your own personal touch to it. The fact slides mean there are some points that you must convey based on this slide. So we want to all have our personal, we want our personality to reflect in our presentation. So there's some slides you can really go out, but there's some slides we got to make sure that there's certain information that's included across the board. All right. So let's get started. So the first three slides are, financial freedom, personal freedom, and time freedom. That's a flavor slide. So again, suggestions. We're going to talk about 3 freedoms today that we all should have, but most of us don't have. The first is financial freedom, and you can, interject what that means to you. The second is personal freedom. Put your flavor in there, and the third is time freedom. So if you had all of these freedoms, wouldn't that be your ideal life? Again, these are flavor slides. Think about how you want to, again, compress time to get through those slides. Now, we get to this slide. This is a fact slide because we cannot over-sensationalize or embellish what we're going to offer people. Here are the suggestions of what you could say, but again, flavor it up the way you want. We can help you design your ideal life through 3 components: the power of entrepreneurship, travel, and e-commerce. Through this vehicle, you will learn how to earn more through a home-based business, travel more by learning the secrets of the travel professional, save more on what you're doing anyway, and experience more without having to work an additional job. The one thing that I forgot to talk about is we must practice not reading the slides. That's very, very important. Study the slides so that you know what's coming up. Because when you're constantly doing that and reading, it takes away from your presenting. So the key is not only putting your flavor in based on the information, but studying it so that you can stand there and you know exactly the slide that's going to happen next, so that you don't have to read. All right. Now, next slide. This one is very important because transparently, this is a slide I always struggle with. Always, I'm like, and transparently, whatever I used to say in the past, Mr. Bradley came to me and said, I don't want you saying that anymore. That's not why I started this company. And so before I did this presentation, I went to him again and said, tell me how you would want people to share why you started this business. And here's some of the facts. And again, these are the facts. You can frame it however you want. We're Plannet Marketing, a 2-year-old marketing company with veteran leadership. In a short 2-year span, Plannet Marketing already has reps in 20 different countries. Mr. Bradley is our founder and chairman of the board. He has decades of experience in marketing, sales, and distribution, has decades of experience in network marketing, but only in the travel space. He started his own company because through this industry, he became a 7-figure income earner. And his mission is to show others how they too can earn part-time, full-time, or life-changing income from home, and more importantly, have sustained financial security and create generational wealth. That's really that's his message that he wants people to hear as to why he actually started this company. Not that he was able to cut a check by going to the bank, not because he was tired of growing companies for everyone else, not because, he's talked about some of the things that people say, and rightfully so. That's what we know, that's what we've seen. But this is the message that he wants to get out. So if you can take any of those points and frame it, you don't have to say them all, but the key, obviously, we're a 2-year-old company, how we've grown, and who Mr. Bradley is in terms of wanting this opportunity to be worldwide and have people to have extraordinary income opportunities, right? So as I said, Mr. Bradley is very clear on how he wants this slide to be interpreted. So, again, flavor it the way that you want, frame it. Now, the next slide, of course, is about the corporate leadership team. Andy Kaufman is our president and CEO, a gentleman with decades of experience managing billion-dollar businesses around the world. Leanne Treckler is our COO, and she manages the Plannet Marketing support team, directing field operations and acts as the liaison between our corporate staff and our field reps. Some of this information came right from the slide, but again, your job is to study it, right? Frame it the way that you like, phrase it the way that you like, but make sure that information is included. Now, of course, this slide is very, very important, and we got to make sure that we convey the partnership, right? And there are certain points that must be conveyed. We can't skip over, we can't gloss over. Okay, the first, who are we partnered with? We're not owned by IntelliTravel. We're not franchised with IntelliTravel. We are partnered with. And it's very important as we go through the travel portion that people understand that this is a partnership, right? We're partnered with IntelliTravel. a 27-year-old licensed and bonded debt-free travel agency. IntelliTravel created the concept of the home-based travel agent model. We learned that in IntelliQuest that this model did not exist prior to IntelliTravel, and they went to court to fight for the right to create this business model, and they won. Now, I didn't put all that in there, but I'm just giving you some background information in case you're taking notes, okay? IntelliTravel has all of the accreditations and certifications to be a powerhouse in travel. They have an ARC number, which is a needed credential to book travel. They're a Diamond CLIA member, and we are one of only 30 agencies in the U.S. They have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and they've had it for decades, right? James Ferrara, one of the original co-founders and current president. That means the person that started it is still running it. He's an industry expert. He still books travel, and he educates the agents that partner with him. You know, talking about the dream makers, right? IntelliTravel and Plannet Marketing have an exclusive partnership. It's very important that fact be included in the slide. IntelliTravel sells travel, and Plannet Marketing sells the IntelliTravel business to people like you and I. The bottom line is, James Ferrara knew that he wanted his company to grow, but his expertise is in travel and not marketing. So when he partnered with Plannet Marketing, that allowed him to focus on what he was strong in, and Plannet Marketing wanted this travel vehicle to be able to earn income by participating in network marketing and sharing an amazing product. So I'm giving you all some background information. So as, again, you're taking notes and thinking about how you're going to frame it, making sure that you tie it together. I've seen people kind of gloss over, you talk about IntelliTravel, but you don't talk about the relationship. And as you go through the presentation, it's important that people remember that there is a partnership there, and it's exclusive. No one can purchase an IntelliTravel business unless they go through a Plannet Marketing rep, okay? Again, I'm going to provide you with this information, frame it the way that you want, but you got to make sure that these points are part of how you frame it, all right? Next slide. Again, fact slide. And the suggestion of what you can say is that documentation beats conversation all day. We can tell you all day long how amazing IntelliTravel is, but what if we need to let the suppliers tell you? These are just a few of the awards and recognition that IntelliTravel continues to receive based on their excellence in the industry and their sales volume with their partners, okay? So again, we can't gloss over it, but we have to say these are just a few. Documentation beats conversation. Now, of course, flavor. Say, again, this is a very easy slide. Keep it within 60 seconds, just talking about the infinite possibilities of travel, whether people go on the family reunion, the wedding industry, people are planning their destination wedding, their honeymoon, their anniversary, group travel, the churches that are planning retreats, fraternities and sororities. You guys, this is an easy one. Frame it the way that you like, but just, again, keep it within 60 seconds. Now, again, flavor, facts and flavor, self-explanatory. Why are we talking about investing in an industry? We want an industry that's on the upswing, not the downswing. And travel is the #1 industry in the world. $8 trillion, expecting to go to 15 trillion. Not double, because double would be 16 trillion. So expecting to go to $15 trillion in the next decade. #1 research word on the internet. And of course, you can interject that it is researched most between the hours of 9 and 5, Monday through Friday, fueled by the baby boomers and the millennials. A baby boomer is retiring every 20 seconds for the next 20 years, and we all know what retirees want to do. And those millennials are spending over $200 billion a year in travel. Just again, you've heard these facts, these statistics, so I'm just throwing them out there for you now. But again, flavor it, but provide the facts. Next is, again, self-explanatory. Get paid on what people are going to do anyway. Almost everyone you know is traveling or they want to travel. And I'll just add, there are only 2 reasons people don't travel more. One is time and one is money, right? And if people had more money, they'd find the time. The next slide, very important. Frame the facts however you want, but each of these facts must be discussed. The first is that as an IntelliTravel business owner, we like to use the word business owner because we are not selling the idea of being a travel agent. You'll find that throughout the presentation, we make references to being a business owner. We own a travel business because otherwise you're selling a job. We want people to understand that being a travel agent is part of your opportunity if you elect to do that. But what we're trying to do, and particularly as directors, we are trying to sell an opportunity to own a business, because we are paid by residual income and by the Plannet marketing side. The travel piece is amazing, but what we're trying to do is sell all of the components. So we talk about travel business ownership, okay? So as an teletravel business owner, you will earn 70 to 80% of the commission earned on the travel booked through you or by you. What do I mean by that? Through you is if they go onto your website to book the travel. By you is if you actually call the supplier or go to the back office and create the booking yourself. The key factor is understanding or helping the people understand that regardless, you're going to earn 70 to 80%, whether you book it or it's booked on your website. Oh. The message is, if your screen is on, please turn off your video so that we can only see the speaker. So if your screen is on, if you can please turn your speaker off. Turn your video off. Okay, great. Okay, thank you, Ms. Benson. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do something here. Okay, I don't know. Let's see who else we have. I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so the next point is, we are partnered with every major supplier around the world. Here's a question that's always asked afterwards. Can we book overseas? Can we book in the Caribbean? We can book anywhere. If they can book it online, then we can book it as well, right? Not only that, we can offer payment plans, better pricing, better value. No third-party intermediaries. That means we don't have a highly publicized website as our booking engine. We don't use a Priceline or a Travelocity. IntelliTravel created their own booking engine, which means we get all of the 70 to 80% that we have rightfully earned. We're so powerful in the cruise line industry that we already have pre-assigned blocks of cabin space on over 2,000 sailings a year, right? So that means what we have is the ability to get our bookings off of the cruise line books, right? And when a client goes to book it online, if it's sold out, chances are we have it in our back office. Now, I'm not suggesting you say all of that in the presentation. I'm trying to give you some additional information so you understand what that means, okay? We have the very best in customer service and support. That's really all you have to say there. You also receive your very own booking engine website where you can send your link out to your family and friends, and they can book their own travel right on your site. Understand, it's like they have their own Travelocity. And so when they put their link, or they send it out to their family and friends, put it on their Facebook page, now people can book their travel. And again, they're going to get that 70 to 80%. The other thing that I want you to know, if you don't already, is that the beauty of people booking on that website is that when someone books a trip on my site, I can go back and see exactly who booked the trip, how much they spent, where they're going, and how much my commission will be. Again, I'm not suggesting you say all that in the presentation, but I want you to understand the power of that, okay? And you'll receive customizable flyers and newsletters to promote your business. That's what that part that says email marketing program. It just means that we're going to help you market your travel business. We have customizable newsletters and flyers that you can pull up and, again, customize them. Okay, right? So let's just recap. You earn 70 to 80% of the commission, and really emphasize that there is a travel commission built into every travel transaction, right? And if you're taking notes, you may also at some point interject that travel is bigger than just airfare, hotel, cruise lines, car rentals. The travel industry also includes sports and entertainment. That means we can also sell Broadway play tickets when your client loves to go to New York. We can sell Vegas show tickets when they like to go to Vegas. We can sell theme park tickets. People are going to go to Disney anyway. We can sell those tickets and earn income. We can sell concert tickets. We can sell sporting events tickets. That means college, professional. We're talking football, baseball, basketball, World Cup, US Open, you name it. We have access to those. We can sell all those different aspects of the sports and entertainment industry, right? So 70, 80%, partner with every major supplier, every major hotel chain. We're not trying to change spending habits. No third-party intermediaries. We have our own booking engine. Powerful in the cruise line industry. We have pre-assigned blocks of cabin space, very best in customer service and support. You get your own booking engine with a link you can send out and earn income. And we have an email marketing program where you can customize newsletters and flyers. Okay, now we're going to move on. This slide, again, self-explanatory. You can add your flavor. But again, some people like to go ahead and put all of the examples on the screen at one time. Some people like to go through. But again, make it 60 seconds, you know, talking about, and again, self-explanatory. Just study that slide. You've heard it enough. These are just ways that you can earn income by booking travel, and they're right there. So I'm not going to even go through that particular slide. Okay, this is a fact slide, but it's self-explanatory, but I want you, I want you to be able to frame it right. Now, this is a suggestion. IntelliTravel believes that if you're in the travel business, you should be able to learn and earn while experiencing travel as a client. So they provide IntelliTripps designed to allow you, the travel agent, travel business owner, the ability to experience different properties, islands, cruises, so that you can become better educated, get certified, and position yourself to better sell travel as a professional. The backstory is, the bottom line is, if you experience something, you can share it more passionately. The IntelliTripps are priced affordably for the travel professional because it's a way for the suppliers to attract you to come and experience it. Remembering that the Hyatt is competing with the Marriott. So they want you, the travel business owner, travel professional, to have a great experience at their property, so they stick out in your mind. Now, at this point in the presentation, if you have any personal experience with an IntelliTrip, this would be a great place for you to share that. But again, watch the time. Watch how much time you have to determine how much you can go into your own personal story. Some of you have been on the IntelliTrip where we went to Punta Cana, staying at the Club Med property. That was for 4 days where we learned about Punta Cana, but we also got a chance to experience Club Med. That was $149 for an all-inclusive experience. So again, if you've had any experience, you can interject there. If you know of another IntelliTrip that maybe one of your business partners have gone on, use that, because we only have one slide after your personal information that can talk about the IntelliTrips. And again, that's this one. Again, it's a fact slide, but self-explanatory. Coming up in 2018, a 2-night Bahama cruise on the Celebrity Cruise Line, one of a high-end cruise line, $289, ocean view, $329, balcony. Don't have to go into that. All right. Now, okay, very important slide, right? It's factual, very important. Now, IntelliTravel has 3 unheard of guarantees that make this opportunity a no-brainer. Again, that's just a suggestion. The first, the best travel price guarantee. IntelliTravel guarantees that your client will not find a better price on their travel package. It's important that you say travel package, because we're not talking about an airfare or just a hotel, and maybe on a hotel because of their booking engine, but make sure you say package, because you don't want people to think airfare. Oh, if I can find a cheaper airfare than you, say travel package that we're able to offer. And it's based on our 20 years of experience, really partnering directly with the industry, right? And many of these providers that we have are preferred providers. And again, I'm just giving you background information. Apples to apples, that's the other important thing. This guarantee is based on the same flights, the same hotel, the same dates. Everything has to be exact. So it's important to say apples to apples. If your client finds a better price on their package than we offer, we will either beat it, meet it, or offer the client a 110% credit of the difference between the two prices on their next trip with us, okay? And again, I want people to really understand what that best travel price guarantee. And I don't want, there are certain words that we shouldn't be saying. Discounts, hookup, cheaper. Those aren't words because we really want to give our prospects the idea that we are in business. This is not a discount travel program. This is not a hookup. This is not cheap. This is not, so we want, those are words we don't want to use. Value, price comparison, but the value part, and affordable, okay? We also offer payment plans. So I always like to say in the best travel price guarantee as well, I also interject that we have travel suppliers that price match as well. So we really can stand behind our best travel price guarantee. The second, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. We want you to test drive the business for 30 days to make sure that you're happy with your decision to partner with us. If for any reason in that first 30 days you find this opportunity is not a good fit for you, no problem. We're going to give you 100% of your money back with no questions asked. We want to frame it that, listen, it's risk-free. We don't want you here if you don't want to be here. We want you to be happy. We want this partnership to be mutually beneficial. So if you are not happy, understand you are not locked into anything. We're going to give you your investment back. The third is risk-free profit guarantee. That means we guarantee that you will either save on your personal travel or earn in travel commissions what you have spent in your first 12 months, or we're going to refund you the difference. And in that, we're just trying to let people know, again, unlike any other business model, we want you to be whole. We want you to be in profit mode. I always use the example that for my preschool, it was $10,000 a month. And there was no guarantees of anything. And in most traditional businesses, statistics say you should not expect to break even for 3 to 5 years. Well, IntelliTravel is saying, we want you to not feel like you're taking a risk by partnering with us. We want you to be in profit mode in your first 12 months. And that's at least the amount of time you should give this business, right? So those 3 guarantees and making sure that they understand those facts are very important, and making sure those guarantees are explained properly. All right. Now, last part, very important, the facts about the investment. It's important to say you have 3 options and really to break down those options, right? The first, you can purchase your very own IntelliTravel business for an investment of $179.95. This allows you to earn the 70 to 80% commission booked through you, grant you the insider travel agent perks and benefits, and you'll also get your very own booking engine. The cost to maintain your travel business is only $39.95 a month, and that occurs 30 days after you get started, right? The second option is to become a Plannet marketing rep for an initial investment of only $19.95, and to maintain your Plannet marketing business is only $19.95 a month. This allows you to share this awesome business with others and earn income by helping others own their own travel business. The third and the best option is to not leave any money on the table. Do both. Your investment of $199.90 allows you to travel yourself, earn income when others travel, and earn life-changing income by helping others do the very same thing. Your overhead to do both is only $59.90 per month. That's only $2 a day to maintain your 2 businesses and your booking engine. Now, again, making sure they understand the differences, right? What each of those investments are and what the best option is. And one of the things I typically like to end with is, I ask the question, how many people in the room are going to spend at least $200 on their next vacation? And I'm not talking about per night, I'm talking about on your next vacation. And most people will raise their hand. I say, okay, well, isn't it amazing that would now be an investment in your own travel business as opposed to a deposit, right? And then I ask the question, how many of you are going to spend at least $800 a year on travel? Everyone raises their hand. And I tell them that's about the cost of the entire year's investment. And again, on our IntelliTravel trip, right? The Punta Cana one, it was probably, I think it was $2,000 to do that 4-day Punta Cana Club Med, and we paid $149. How many years of investment did that savings cover? So the business does pay for itself. So that is the scope of the travel side of the business. I know I've shared a lot of information. I want to open it up for questions now. Tell any questions that you have for me, anything that you did not understand, anything you want more clarity on. I'm open. And also share with me if this helped. Was this of value to you? Did you learn anything by hearing in detail each of the slides? And I'm waiting for the chat box. Okay. Red line. Okay, I'm sorry. Click in the lower left where it says start. Where is that? Okay, I don't know. Okay, okay, learn some tip to help me tighten up. Okay, let me go back. You guys are typing fast now. Learn some tips that will help me tighten our presentation. Wonderful. Okay, perfect. This is okay. This is awesome. Wonderful. This is very valuable in providing the spacing of time. You're right. Everything should be. Everything should be. You know, the slides. You should only spend about 60 to 70 seconds on each slide, right? But again, we're going to try to make sure we have timekeepers. Okay. Okay, very informative, wonderful, very helpful, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Love the do's and don'ts and not over embellish. Right. Details. Right. Very helpful, wonderful, very helpful. Great, straight to the point, very clear. Right. Okay. And again, I love that everyone is understanding that first part, that introduction, and how we carry ourselves throughout the presentation. Very, very important. We cannot, okay, thank you for that. We cannot be the jokester. We cannot use, I mean, just because does everyone understand that does everyone understand that we really have to just keep it, your passion is everything. How passionate you are sharing the information, the smile on your face, the enthusiasm in your voice. That's what's more important as you learn, study this information, right? Keep it Wall Street. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep it Wall Street. Keep it professional. Imagine how you would want to think about all the other network marketing opportunities that we've seen in the past where it becomes a motivational speech. It becomes a hype session for the person that's actually doing the presentation. It's more about what they have versus what you can have. It's more about how wonderful and powerful and amazing they are versus how wonderful and powerful and amazing the presentation or the product is, right? So it's really, really important how we start. Of course, be transparent. And I've had some people I've talked to about your intro. Let me talk about your intro. Sometimes you go into your intro saying what you think people, you have a canned intro. Like, I got started in this business because I saw the opportunity to make more income. No, you didn't. You got started in this opportunity because you wanted to take your child on a trip, right? Or you got started because you saw your friend traveling and you wanted to be able to afford it. So again, I want you all to think about the authentic reason why you started. And someone's phone is not on mute. Unmuted. I thought I muted everyone. If you can please check to see if your phone is on mute, that would be great. Thank you. So yeah, make sure your intro is authentic but brief, right? Not canned. And the best way for you to come up with your intro is go back to why you hit that submit button. There was a reason why you joined, and it wasn't the reason that you say in front of the stage. There's another reason, and I want you to go back to that and ask and share it with someone and to see if it really is. Dig deeper into your authentic reason, because that's what people want to hear. That is what people want to hear, not the canned answer. Be yourself. That's why I said frame this information. Pull the facts out and frame it the way that's comfortable for you, right? So let's see what else we have. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, yes. Yeah, we're going to work on getting more FAM examples. We do need that. We definitely need that. We need land and sea. Okay, now we're... Okay, I don't understand one of the questions. Thank you for taking time. Okay, great tools to better. Okay. Training needs to be shared with everyone. Absolutely. No, and it should. And again, we want to be careful. We want to make sure that as directors, we get it, because really what should happen too is that each of you, as you master it, again, duplication is you take it and you're now able to share. Of course, I'm more than happy to do that, but I wanted to get to the leadership first. And then, because I know a lot of people do want to see it, but we also don't want we want duplication. So we don't want all these people going out and coming up with their own version of this. We want to first start at the top and then duplicate it down, but we will get it out to everyone. Okay. Oh, I missed the first part of the presentation. Okay. What I normally state during your intro. Okay. during my intro, it's basically, my name is Eileen Ross. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, spent some time in Chicago. Then I moved down to Atlanta. I've done corporate America. I've owned my own business, but my love has always been travel. Is anyone else in the room love to travel? Yes. Okay. Well, didn't get a chance to do much of it because they don't give you a lot of time in corporate, and I had no time or money when I had my own business. A friend of mine shared with me, Eileen, if I can show you how to save money and make money when you travel, would you be interested? I said yes. She told me it's network marketing. I said no. But then I saw my friend traveling, and it really caused me to think, well, how is she doing that and I can't do it? I asked my friend to give me more information, and what she shared with me was that she owned her own travel business, and she's able to travel better because now she's a merchant. She's not a consumer anymore. She has insider information. She has relationships that I didn't have. So I got started, and the first thing I did was start to travel. I loved it. I love we don't have any quotas. I love it's my business to run the way that I want. Then I just raised my hand when my friends and family were traveling, and I said, hey, I own a travel business. Call me when you're ready to travel. And they did. And I earned supplemental income from home, booking travel when I chose. I said, but the life-changing thing that happened for me, if I am saving money on my travel, if I'm earning income when other people travel, don't I know other people that want to do the exact same thing? So I started intentionally sharing the information, right? Why am I going to save money on the cruise that I'm going on with my sister and watch her pay retail? I need to tell her she can also own her travel business. So when I started sharing the information, my life changed. And here I am today in this amazing opportunity that I'm going to share with you now, which is called Plannet Marketing. What is your story though? Some of you, there are some of you that were stay-at-home moms that wanted to do something to bring extra income into your home. Some of you were laid off. Some of you got tired of wondering if your position was going to be the next one cut, whatever that reason was. Some of you were planning a trip. I know my director, Patricia Brown, she thought she was going to a timeshare presentation. But when she got there, she was still, she was lukewarm about it until she mentioned that she was getting married. And I said to her, listen, you do realize you can save and make money from your own destination wedding. Your friends and family are going to travel to see you get married anyway. Now, when you join this business, when you attach your travel agent credentials to those same bookings, you now earn the income. And her story is she earned a $3,000 commission check from her own wedding, right? So again, what is your story though? Make it, succinct to the point, but share it with passion. Okay. Let me see what else we have here. If we have anything else. Yes. Oh, please do not gloss over that partnership, right? And make sure that as we are sharing the vision of our founder, that we are giving the accurate information. And I always struggle with that slide. Yeah, I'm going to get this information to you. I will definitely get this information to you. And like I said, I showed it to you in format of note format. So I'm going to see how I can actually go about getting it to you. Okay, let's see. Ta-da. Is that everything? Consistency, guys. If we all do this, if we all learn this material, and in every market, this is the information with your own flavor, with your own personality, do you know how powerful we're going to be around the world? Knowing that with confidence, we can send anybody to any presentation anywhere in the world, and they're going to hear the very same information. And as the presentation is updated, we're going to update you. Now, the next, we're also going to, I'm going to do the earn more side. Yeah. Okay, do they have to follow the system or doing their training to be eligible for the risk-free training means 18 months? Okay, yes, there is some criteria for the risk-free profit. I'm sorry, the no questions asked money back guarantee. Yes, there is. Wait a minute, what are you asking me? Yes, the risk-free profit. Yes, there is some criteria. We don't go into detail about that because there's a whole, there are some things that you must do. Yes, you have to attempt to book travel, right? You have to, there are some trainings you have to do. So yes, there are some criteria, but guess what? In the first 30 days, you're going to know where your prospect falls. It's not going to take 12 months. The reason why they can put that guarantee in place is because most people, first of all, if they're going to quit, they quit before 12 months, right? The second thing is, when we start, if they are working, whether it's on the recruiting side or on the travel side, income is earned. So typically over a year's period of time, they've made that much. However, if you find that you have, I mean, that's something we can share with them when they want more information. I have never personally had to go into that depth of information about what they have to do, because it never gets that far. Either they quit before 12 months or they're making money. So, but yes, there are. And there is a paragraph, and I'll find out where that paragraph is. It tells you exactly the criteria. And of course, feel free to share that. Again, I let them know that, you know, we will make them whole. And if it comes to that, I think I've had one person that shared the information, had shared that with their prospect. But think about it. If we're doing our job right, we are telling them to do those things anyway, right? But I'm going to find that paragraph so we all make sure that we are including those action items as part of our training, so that now if it comes up, we can point to, oh yes, we did, and document. We did ask you to do that. We did, and you didn't do that. So yes, we'll cover that as well. Okay, let's see what else we have. Can you see? I'm brushing through the slide. Okay. How can you see? Excellent, excellent. Check the guarantees on your website. Check, okay, someone says, check the guarantees on your website to become more familiar with it. The explanation is on our website under our guarantees. It's also on the IntelliTravel site as well. Okay, let's see what I have. I think I've got everything. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do. The next time will be the compensation plan, right? And I already know, how many of you are gonna say that that matrix slide is your most challenging slide? Anybody have that? Is that the one slide on the compensation side that is just like killing you? Yes, right. Okay, so that's going to be one. Everybody, me, yeah, absolutely. Okay, and I will tell you that. Whoa, you guys are talking now. I'm having conversations with Mr. Bradley about, you know, because sometimes he'll, you know, we want to come up with a very succinct way to describe the matrix across the board. Because here's what I see happening a lot. I see people going straight to $118,000. Well, there's some steps before that, right? So there's some little things that it is hard to keep it short, right? Exactly. But right, I love that. Just hit bronze, silver, and gold. Exactly. So I'm gonna make sure before I bring the comp side that I really have Mr. Bradley's vision on what he wants conveyed. Because the matrix is really that's the slide. That if everything else is pretty easy, but that matrix slide is the one we're going to tackle. And I will be sending out the Earn More slide, maybe on how to get through it. The Earn More slide can give you examples on how to get through it before you end. Oh, can you give examples? The Earn More. Which Earn More? The Earn More slide. Of the examples? You're talking about the examples. Is that what you're talking? Okay. So let's just go back to that real quickly. Okay. I'm gonna go back to that really quick. Oh wow, somebody's an expert on the matrix side. Okay, here's the slide that we were talking about. All right. So and for this slide, all I say is, here are some examples of how our business partners have earned money, or how you can earn money in travel. For example, you may know someone that books travel, that travels for business anyway. They have to book their travel. They get reimbursed by the company. Well, think about this. If they go to your website 3 times a month for a 3-night hotel stay, instead of Priceline getting that $151, you get it. You may know someone that loves to golf. And now you make that call to the golf club, the golf club, and book their reservation. And now you earn the $274 that would have gone to the golf course as opposed to going to you. Now the honeymoon. You may have a friend that's getting married, and you just tell her, let her concentrate on the wedding. You're going to take care of the honeymoon. You make the call to that all-inclusive resort that has butler service, right? And you tell the resort, I'm a brand new IntelliTravel agent. I have a friend that wants to have her honeymoon here. Can you help me put that together? That resort is going to put the entire package together, provide you with a quote for your friend. You're going to get the deposit from your friend for that honeymoon. And that one phone call you've put the whole trip together, and the resort is so happy that you use them. And you're going to be happy because you're going to earn the $561 commission tied to that that honeymoon. And of course, the group cruise. Raise your hand and tell your family you want to put together the group cruise this year, and you're going to suggest a 5-day Western Caribbean cruise. Now, let's say you're going to use Carnival. The same thing, you're going to call Carnival, tell them you're a teletravel agent, and you would love for them to help you put together the best cruise, right? They're going to help you. They're going to walk you through. You're going to collect the deposits or have the clients call in. And again, once the cruise is complete, you have had a great time with your family, but you're going to come home to a $2,241 check because you were the person that put that whole group cruise together. And I hope that helped. Very, very, I mean, just really, again, personal, that's it. No, you don't have to hit each one. You don't have to hit each one. You can say, here's some examples. And the one I like best is, boom. I love the fact that, I love the family. I love putting the family reunion gathering together. Here's some examples. You can earn anywhere from $151 from booking to $2,000. My favorite is, so yeah, you do not have to go through each one. I love spending time on the honeymoon because I actually booked a wedding before. You may love the cruise part, but everyone try to find either an example you have or an example you know about. Most of you may, if you're in Atlanta, you know that Tish Shields made an amazing commission check from booking a spring break trip. So sometimes it may not be your example, but it may be one that you know of. Okay, I almost wrecked myself trying to get it. That's okay. I'm going to do it again. And I even recorded it. I just don't know how it's going to come out, but I did record it. This is not the first time we're going to do this. It's not the last time. I think, does everyone find it of value? Are you going to be a little bit more confident going out and doing the presentation, or at least trying it, right? And start with travel showcases. Start with launch calls. Schedule a webinar, right? It doesn't have to be a Zoom. It could just be a webinar. Take your notes and just start practicing. And I promise you the confidence you're going to have, because most people, you just want to know what to say. Once you get into the rhythm, and again, how do you get good at it? You keep doing it. You just keep doing it. So we've covered the travel part. I'm so happy that most of you actually see the value in it, and I've helped. And now we're gonna take it to the next level, which is doing the compensation plan side. Make sure you keep your the travel portion within 20 minutes, right? Because again, we want to be the home of the 60-minute meeting. Someone asked, how can we get the recording? I will find out. This is my first time ever recording a Zoom, so I hope I even did it right. I'm just being transparent. Will this training be archived in our Plannet Marketing back office? I will certainly ask. Mr. Bradley knows that I'm doing the training, and it was because I just really felt that it was something that everybody, all the directors, you all want to do an amazing job. You want to be able to be effective as leaders. And so we as Chairman's Council, we want to come up with ways that we can certainly help aid you across the board so that we can go out and be a stronger organization, be a force to be reckoned with in this opportunity, because we know we have it, but now we just got to learn how to take it to the next level. So guys, Zoom will email you a link. Okay, you know what? In fact, I want to save these. Okay, well guys, thank you so much for your time. I'm super excited. I'm overjoyed that you guys found some value, and look for the next. New messages. I'm sorry. Look for the next one. Facts. We have facts versus flavor. Use your flavor, but stick with the facts. Guys, have a good evening. Take care, and good night.